10 questions and Joseph Stalin's unmasked answers. The interrogation will begin shortly. Stay tuned. Many see you more as a power broker than a true Marxist. Do you really see yourself as the true custodian of Lenin's and Marx's teachings? Or was this just a facade to consolidate your power?
I did what was necessary to protect and fortify socialism. Lenin himself recognized that realizing our ideals requires adjustments and tough decisions. I am the guardian of those ideals.
Many claim Trotsky was the rightful successor to Lenin. Why did it become necessary to have him assassinated? Was it ideological differences or sheer fear of competition?
Trotsky posed a threat to the stability of the Soviet Union. His views and ambitions threatened to tear a young nation apart. The decision I made always served the protection of the Soviet Union.
Many argue that Stalinism is far removed from the original ideals of Marxism. Do you see your Stalinism as an evolution or a complete departure from Marxist principles?
Marxism isn't a rigid doctrine, but must be adapted to the conditions of the respective country. What I did was a natural evolution to solidify socialism in our nation.
How do you assess the de-Stalinization measures introduced after your death? Do you see them as betrayal or a necessary reform?
I dedicated my life to building the Soviet Union. Whatever happens after my death is in the hands of the people and the leadership. But it's important to remember the hard lessons of the past.
You are known as one of the most brutal rulers in history. What events in your life led you to such drastic measures and decisions?
My life was filled with struggle. The death of my first wife, experiences in the early days of the revolution, the betrayal by many I once considered friends. All these events shaped me and showed me that sometimes one needs to be stern to succeed.
Was communism truly a conviction you believed in, or just a means to an end? A strategy to remain in power?
I dedicated my whole life to communism. Every decision I made served the well-being of the socialist system. To assume I didn't believe in it would be absurd.
Why do you think the modern Kremlin is trying to rehabilitate your image? Is it nostalgia or political strategy, renaming places like Volgograd back to Stalingrad?
People recognize the strength and stability I brought to the Soviet Union. It's only natural to remember a time when the nation was united and powerful.
You had tens of thousands of innocent people executed during the Great Purge. How do you justify these mass murders against your own people?
During times of great upheaval, radical measures must be taken. It was necessary to protect the Soviet Union from internal and external threats.
The artificially induced famine in Ukraine is often referred to as genocide. How do you account for this calamity and the death of millions?
It was a tragedy, but one must consider external factors and sabotage. Our policies always aimed at securing the well-being of all Soviet citizens.
Some claim your desire for power was so immense that you were ready to pay any price. Would you agree that you were more of a despot than a genuine leader?
Every decision I made served the well-being of the people and the Soviet Union. If it required being stern to protect and fortify our nation, then I did so.